Pull up your covers and break out your space heaters, LeGrand Alive. It's your weekly Newsish Roundup brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress, Grand Ron Hospital, Anything to Digital, and Direct Music Source. Monday this week, I was running down Cove Avenue. Yes, people training for marathons still have to run in this weather, and the drifts were so bad they had closed the road down. Some poor DOT SOB had a big old industrial-sized snowblower and was clearing off the road. Poor guy looked like he had snow in every single crevice of his body, and I mean every one. And then today I saw a man in overalls spreading gravel on the sidewalk. This weekend, a pipe burst in the underground marketplace and spread 2 inches of water throughout the entire place, ruining many of the hand-painted floors. Monday, with the post-weekend thaw, I opened up the doors of Brent Clapp Media Service to find, what's this? Half the office sopping wet from a drain leak on the outside of the building. And these are just a few of the cold weather-caused catastrophes that have been plaguing the valley these last weeks. According to The Observer, dozens of people were stuck in Imbler, Cove, and elsewhere when the roads closed this weekend. One man had his barn collapse. One 5-decade resident of LeGrand said this is the worst he's ever seen it in the valley. Last Thursday, LeGrand had a record -9 degrees for January 5th, only 16 degrees colder than the all-time low for LeGrand at -25 in 1990. And in all of this, here's County Commissioner Jack Howard stepping up to the plate as the impromptu weather reporter, feeding us some videos of the weather off the street.
Dreams and hopes their ability to thrive in the world. And then also, when you're hopeless, you are afraid to believe
sudden, almost sporadic surprises of snow. You don't see this back 500 yards, and then all of a sudden, there's somebody up here. Don't stop and see if they need any help.
Folks are getting messed up.
Now, according to the National Weather Service, this ice age is going to last all week. Temperatures are supposed to remain below freezing until Sunday at least, coupled with some spickle-spackling of snow over the course of the week. So pull on your snow boots and pull out your wallets for the hefty heating bill, LeGrand Alive. It's going to be a cold one for at least a week. And by the way, have you heard of Go Live for Alive? Go Live for Alive allows you to be a live reporter for LeGrand Alive, like Jack Howard was in the last story, anywhere in the Grand Ron Valley. You just pull out your phone, click off a quick video or photo, and send it with some text to LeGrand Alive via Facebook Messenger. Or you can just send us a news update through the same medium. This title story was brought to you by Grand Ron Hospital. Grand Ron Hospital is our small-town hospital in the valley that actually has surprisingly short emergency waiting room times. I would know. I've been there several times since I moved here when I did silly things to myself. Grand Ron Hospital, big city medicine, hometown care. Okay, full disclosure time here, brutal honesty, total vulnerability time. I'm going to trust you, LeGrand Alive, that you're open-minded enough not to send me cruel emails and make me mean memes ridiculing me for my effeminate silliness based on the fact that I'm going to reveal here. I do Zumba. Yes, I do. Big bearded Will the Alaskan bear man, Will that gets up every morning and goes and reads philosophy in the second floor of the new marketplace. This Will shakes his butt to really bad pop music in Zumba class every week. And I love it. It's a fantastic way to just let go and goof off and burn some extra calories in the process. Yes, the music is terrible and I look like a robot with body hair doing it, but I love it. And this week, my longtime Zumba instructor, Olivia Westenskow, came in for a chat on Coffee with Will. Now, Olivia is an exercise enthusiast of the highest caliber, and she has a very interesting story of exactly how she came to like exercise so much.
So I was up on a ski resort, and I was snowboarding with some friends, and it was the first run of the day, and I was sitting sideways on my chair. I probably better not move so I don't mess with the mic, and I started to slip, and I thought it was. At first I thought it was kind of funny, but I was worried that if I actually fell off at that point, the lift operator would think I jumped off and would pull my ticket for the day. And I hung on until I felt like the lift operator wouldn't be able to see me fall. So that I wouldn't
How high were you on this?
So eventually, when I actually could not hold on any longer and I had to let go, I was 68 feet off the ground.
Oh my God.
Now, if I had fallen when I first started to slip, it would have only been like 10 feet.
Yeah.
So it was really awesome. But anyway, I fell, and the impact crushed one of the vertebrae in my spine. So anyway, I broke my back, and they had to put hardware in my back for a while, and eventually we had the hardware taken out because it was bothering me.
Wow.
But so I have 3 vertebrae that are fused together.
Oh, wow.
One of the things that I realized after I healed was that I had a lot of chronic back pain. And so I just kept going to doctors, and finally when doctors just said, you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you, the only way he said, you're gonna live with chronic pain for the rest of your life unless you build up really strong core muscles to support your spine enough that you don't, so basically the muscles around your spine will help support it so that you don't deal with the back pain. So I took that seriously.
Now it's 2017, and I know many of you New Year's resolvers have a nice idealistic exercise routine you're just getting into, and probably starting to doubt. But have hope. Liv has a tip for you so that you can successfully get into long-term exercise instead of just puttering out after 6 visits to the gym.
You know, I think a lot of times when people think exercise, they're thinking push-ups and they're thinking burpees or squats or whatever, and those are all great.
Running on a treadmill, which is like the quickest way to hate running.
Right. I absolutely agree. And you know, there's so many, I think a lot of times people go to that I have to be in the gym with the trainer kind of mentality to feel like you're getting a workout, or that you just have to hit the street running. But the honest truth is that really what you have to do is find something that you enjoy. So if you're a people person, maybe you're not going to enjoy exercise for a while. Eventually you will. It does happen. But maybe you just need to exercise with someone because you're a social person. Or maybe you enjoy that group aspect, you know, which is what I love with my classes is there is a community of people that come together.
Overall, the conversation was a fun-filled back and forth for all people interested in fitness and exercise. If you're interested, Olivia teaches many more classes than Zumba, and all her class information can be found on her website. The rest of this interview is available on our Facebook page and on our website at legrandalive.tv. Now, have any of you ever been to a sled dog race? It's an extremely visceral experience. Announcements blaring over the megaphone, the smell of hay and fur, the cacophony of dogs. Being from Alaska, I used to go and watch these events, and next weekend, the Eagle Cap Extreme Sled Dog Race is bringing the dogs to Eastern Oregon. The Eagle Cap Extreme is the West Coast only Iditarod qualifying dog race. It's a big deal. It's held every year just outside of Joseph, Oregon. It has races of 200 miles, 100 miles, 31 miles, and a 20-mile sprint. The race starts next Thursday at 9 a.m. at the Fergie Ski Area, 9 miles south of Joseph. So if you love the Poochies and don't mind a little drive in the snow, seriously, sled on over to Wallowa County next Thursday to Saturday to experience the Eagle Cap Extreme. It's an experience like none you've ever had. Watch your feet though, those doggies have to eat quite a bit to keep up the calories to race 200 miles. So what else is going on this upcoming weekend? Well, just one thing new. Starting next Wednesday, if you feel like getting a little English, who doesn't? According to Go Magazine, there will be 8 sessions of English country dance to teach you how to hold your tea and dance with the highest British regality. There's going to be professional dancers and professional musicians to play music to accompany the dance. Contact the Arts Center East for more information. In sports, canceled. That's what the diagnosis has been for many of the Valley's basketball teams this week. The LeGrand Tigers boys beat the Baker Bulldogs last week 51-36, but that was their only game of the weekend. Their other 2, the first versus Pendleton and the second versus Hermiston, both were swallowed up by the snow. The other teams in the Valley were a little different. Imbler boys beat Pilot Rock 51-37 last Friday, but then lost their game versus Stanfield also to the snow. Union lost to Heppner 34-58, and then didn't have any other games this weekend to lose to the snow. In girls basketball, LeGrand also had 3 games, but won only 1. While the boys were beating Baker, the girls were losing by a slim margin of 36-51 last Friday. They beat Nissa the next day, 59-54 though. Then the weather had their way with the game against Pendleton, and it was canceled. Imbler gals beat Pilot Rock 45-39, then lost versus Mother Nature in their game against Stanfield. Canceled. And lastly, Union gals lost their game against Heppner, 31-45. And now, after a several-week holiday hiatus, here to warm your hearts and toast your sportsy sense are Evan and Chris with EOU Sports in Around the Mountain in 90 seconds.
I'm Evan House.
And I'm Chris Duarte of EOU Athletics.
This is Around the Mountain in about 90 seconds.
The women's basketball team had no problem handling Warner Pacific last Friday as they came out on top 98-43. The Bounty shot 50% from the floor, marking the 7th time that has occurred this season. Also, head coach Angie Weisenflug coached in her 500th career game at the helm at EOU. Congratulations. On Sunday, the Blue and Gold followed up with another victory, routing Multnomah 85-49. Darren Gasson led the way with 14 points and 6 boards. Kadisha Newmeyer dropped 11 points, while a quartet of Mounties scored at least 9.
The men's basketball team also remained undefeated in the CCC this past weekend as the Blue and Gold defeated Warner Pacific on Friday 99-79 and Multnomah 91-71 on Sunday. Senior forward Brian McGriff led the way, averaging 23 points and 15 boards in both games. McGriff now has 10 double-doubles this season. The men have extended their winning streak to 10 games.
Men's wrestling dropped a duel against Embry-Riddle, losing 24-9. Highlighting the matches for EOU were wrestlers Pancho Saldana and Eric Fan. Saldana at 184 won via pinfall, and Fan took home an 8-4 decision. The Blue and Gold returned to the mat Friday, January 20th, at home to face North Idaho College.
Part of the men's and women's wrestling teams took to California this weekend to be a part of the Menlo Duels and the Menlo Open. Despite falling to both 4th-ranked Menlo and number 9 Great Falls in the duels, the men's team proved they could hang with the best, losing by only a few matches. Matt McLean secured the only non-forfeit win for EOU against Great Falls. Against Menlo, number 4, Matt Wynn upset number 3 Troy Lake at 125 pounds. Terry Mason secured a win at 157. Cole Evans secured a pinfall victory at 165, and Brenton Hansen won via decision at 174. In the Open, 3 Mountie women's wrestlers placed in the tournament. At 109, freshman Cassidy Freeman won 3rd. In the 116-pound class, the EOU duo Michaela Grimm and Jessica DeHart also secured places. Grimm won 2nd place, while DeHart rounded out the top 3 with 3rd place.
That's the latest news in EOU athletics. Stay tuned next week as we take you around the mountain in about 90 seconds.
For more information, visit www.eusports.com.
And that's your weekly Newsish Roundup. This roundup was brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress, Grand Ron Hospital, AnythingToDigital.com, and Direct Music Source. Please like and share this video and tune in for more local content to LaGrandeLive.tv. I'm Will Bowman.